last. Caleb. 5 knees up. Go. 5 knees up. Come on, Saka.
It feels like that. It does feel like a blue house.
Yeah. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 knees last. 5 knees up. Go. 5 knees up. Ready? That's 1. Go. Show me.
It's like 3 months.
1.
What's the 3 months? 3, 4 months?
3,
4
4, 5. All right, don't be last. Right, so give me the half moon. You can stand up. You can stand up. Stand up. Alright, so boys, so what's going to happen? What I say about the balls? What's going to happen? This is kind of like a coaching session for the coaches. So after each scene, I'm not going to say go get a drink. Sessions like this, that's rest. But when you're moving, okay, just in this area, go, dribble, let's go. Just in this area, dribble, go. Dribble. Show you some skills, show you some moves. See? If you see a cone, do a move by the cone. Show me. Move, yeah, see a cone, do a move. Quicker, Gita, come on. Too much walking, come on, move. We're dribbling, running with the ball. Now head up. There we go. Those are touches, there we go. Toe touches, 20. Toe touches, come on, let's quick. Let me last. Once you've done 20, dribble again. Dribble. Once you've done 20, dribble. Quicker, here we go. I see people walk here to be 5 knees up. Go. Oh, take your ball away. There we go. Good. Come on, Gita, quicker. Come on. Get that ball. There we go. Take tokes, 20. Last one now, 5 knees up. Come on. Quicker. Dribble again once you're done. Dribble again. Last one, sit it down. Who is it? Excellent, 5 knees up, go. 6. 1. 5, good. Dribble again, go. Sometimes it's my 5, sometimes it's your 5. It's alright. Here we go, dribble again. Come on, you should see moves. Yes, Max. Let's ball it up. Step overs now. Show me. Step overs. What's the step over? Show me. Step over. Show me.
Step over it.
Show me a scissor then. Show me a scissor. Alright, go. Dribble. Show me a scissor. Do it by phone now. Step over later.
Oh, let's go, quick.
Watch if you're not sure. Dribble. Just one. And we're going.
One game was won in Taiwan, all teams. But the last game, all teams.
Last one, it goes to 2.
Alright, what time do you think Coach Hong will be here?
5 p.m.
Who's last?
What?
5 knees up. 1, 2, 2. Five, good, jump again, go. Last one goes to 3. 3. Greg. Oh. 5 knees up. One. Good, jump again, go. Last one standing up. Good, jump again, go. Pull back now, pull back. What's the pull back?
Yeah.
Yes, you're dribbling. You're dribbling. Pull back or drag back. Here we go. That's your shot. Fall on top of the ball. Change direction. Go. That's your shot.
Pick up
Yes,
basketball.
drag it back. Use both feet. You keep that head up. Head up. Look around when you do the drag back. Here we go. Pull it back. That's it. 4. Bridge to 4. Bridge to 4. Sort yourselves out. Sort it out. Quickly. Drag back again, come on. Pull back. Let's see. Sharper, Jesus, sharper. Sharper, here we go. Keep your head up, keep that ball close, keep that close, come on. And speed if you can as well, speed. There we go. That's one.
Oh, I see.
Crawl through someone's legs. Don't be last, come on. Crawl through the legs. There we go, I like it. Who's last? Someone's legs. Last one, standing on your hands. Stand on your hands. Stand on your hands. Oh, Mateo. Like it. Okay, last one. 5, 4,
Same thing.
3, 2, 1.
We have to do this.
Alright, so obviously that was a short version, right? So just try to kind of speed it up as much as I can. Okay, organisation. So we're talking about the organisation right now. So just a warm up. Go. Questions?
So, do you think everybody understood all the, like the movements, pullbacks, all the moves that you told them to do?
What do you guys think?
Are we
Not
asking
about me.
you questions? Or
No,
we're-
not really. No, you're just
stating
you're just
what we
observing.
saw
Yeah,
based
just
off
state. Yeah,
what
just
we need
state.
to be- okay,
Yeah, just
oh,
state.
gotcha.
Yeah, organisation.
stating.
That was pretty tough with organisation, just because with the warm up as well. What is it? Organisation for warm up is one player, one ball. Okay. That's pretty much it. What else could you do for a warm up?
Speed cones.
Speed cones, good. What else? Tag. Good. Anything else? Keep away. Possibly.
Even variants of dribbling, like right, left.
Yeah. You can do any sort of warm up in there. You can mix it all up. Well, let's go into more organisation. Was it slow?
Fast.
What was it?
Fast.
High paced all the time, right? How many? No, you're talking about touches in a little bit. That's the thing about the organisation. So I just wanted to go. Honestly, that was like 3 or 4 minutes. And that's it. Okay, but yeah. What else was it? Was it boring for him?
No, I think that
Why wasn't it boring?
It wasn't just the same thing like over and over again. Like they switched it up.
Involved. Good.
You
What
brought
else?
it with the punishment, not punishment, but with something happening that if you don't do what you're asked, then you bring in a little bit of a challenge, more competitive challenge to it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so competitive challenge, right? So if they don't do it in time or whatever, good. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Why was it fun?
Looked like it.
Everybody is.
Enjoy themselves?
Everybody's engaged.
Engaged, everyone's fun, engaged all the time, right? Yeah, that was kind of my goal for that one. Game like, warm up. Yeah, I was probably talking about game like. Talked about the challenge. Okay, how can you make it challenging, competitive in every aspect? Even if it's a warm up, okay, it's still got to be challenging. Much coaching.
Is that me?
Yeah, coaching. How about your coaching as well?
No, it was good. I mean, you gave examples of everything you were asking. You gave them enough time to
Coaching.
Yeah, we got you for coaching. To
you
discuss
gave
it. To
them
discuss.
enough time to understand
discuss the
what
coaching.
you're doing.
No. Yeah, I emoted that, but yeah. I have you assigned to coaching, so you're basically asking questions, observe what's going on the coaching side of it, basically.
So,
No, everything. I mean, it was good for them. It was easy enough for them. You gave demonstrations of anything that needed to be given. I mean, like you said, like I said, easy enough to where everybody can kind of do it. You can, no matter the quality that you have, and you're at your own pace because you're not doing anybody else.
Good. So think about types of coaching as we go through this as well. All right. So we call that teaching actions. Types of teaching actions. So we have demonstration, feedback, command, positive reinforcement, guided questions. So think about that and what I did during that little warm up. So was it, do we have demonstration? Yeah, demonstrated, the drag back, whatnot, the scissors. In the flow.
How you let kids demonstrate.
Say again?
Let the kid demonstrate.
Yeah. What did I say? How did I do that? What did I say?
Show me. Who knows,
Show me.
Who knows what
Yeah, show me. Hey, show me. Yeah, show me. Yeah,
You engage and enable kids. They feel like they're more a part of it.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, show me. That's a step over. Show us first, right? Again, if they don't know, okay, then it's more command, and you have to tell them what to do as well. So there's a command style to the teaching action. In the flow, okay, so in the flow teaching, a couple times I said what to play.
Let's speed it up.
Speed it up.
Make it quicker.
Good. What else?
Challenge yourself.
Good. Anything else? What did I say?
Sharp. He
Yeah,
said
I
something
told him
about
to
being
make a
more
move,
sharp with it.
Sharp. What other coaching point did I make? This is what you guys have to look at every time.
Keep your head up.
Keep your head up. Yeah, I said that to a couple of players, right? Yeah, keep your head up. Keep your head up on that. So you're looking away because one or two players will go dribble right into it. All right.
What do you, so, I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit.
Sure.
Because I have conflicting theories on that, but I usually teach kids to, initially they need to look at the ball, watch the ball when they're dribbling for the most part. Okay, but as they get older, I tell them to kind of look ahead of the ball, try to see the ball in their peripheral versus just, you really can't dribble, look up and dribble around.
Sure.
The kids will kind of misconstrue that.
Right. Sure.
And they think they gotta get their head up, and then they can't find the ball, and then looking back down for the ball.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of let them know.
Every now and then. Yeah, every now and then. Can you look up? Hey, take a look up every now and again. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because it's like you're in a game. They get in space, you want their head up.
Yeah.
But in the traffic, they're going to have their eye on the ball and working their way to create space for themselves. But I think kids need to know the difference in that.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so if they're just all the way down like that, and you say keep your head up, and then you see them just, obviously not throwing.
But even situationally.
Yeah.
In a game, your head's going to be down on the ball if you got high pressure on you.
Yeah.
If you have space, you're going to get your head and look around.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, definitely a good point. Good. Anything else? Yeah. So this is how this will go. Right. So I'll kind of maybe push you guys in, in the assigned, organization, repetition, game like challenging, coaching. I'll kind of call on you guys. But then if you have other things in that, in that element, just kind of do. Just make sure you kind of give your opinion, voice and stuff like that. Okay. So again, that was the easiest part, right? The warm up. Now we're going to go into the second part, right? So second part, just kind of phase one, right? So you guys probably
Do you tell them to juggle while you
Yeah. So
that's important too. If you got downtime, give them something to do while if you have some downtime.
Yeah. So basically, what I told the boys was, okay, so this is going to be a little bit different session because we're going to go through 4 parts, and during each part, I'll talk to you guys for about 5 minutes, and then they go there, juggle, work on their touches. Now, in an actual training session, there'll be no downtime time, right? It'll just be go and get a drink, pick up the cones, let's go again. All right, so that's important. But yeah, if you do have downtime, just let me know. Now, you guys are probably best to stand behind that corner flag goal.
The far one or this
right here?
Follow me.
Last one in, let's go.
Wrong way. Yeah, the coach going rogue.
the activity, boys. So you guys watch it. We're going to do it the other side. All right. So Carson, have the ball. Go stand behind Carson. You ready, Carson? What are you going to do? You're going to pass to Brooks. Right? You're going to pass to Brooks. Yeah. All right, guys. So watch. So Mateo, he has a zone right now. You see the zone? The yellow cone. You can't go ahead of that. Yeah. Carson, you'll take Brooks' spot out. Okay, you go play. Follow me. Yes, love it, good. Score, Chris, here we go. We score. Oh, yeah, give it a go. All right. Now, Chris, take Chris's spot. Chris, come back. Hang it back in the zone. That's on. Okay, this is the next one. Show me again, one more. Good pass in. Good pass, right. Just keep that ball in. Here we go. Dribble up. Over here. Gita, over here. Bring your balls, 3 or 4 balls. You guys keep on playing. Keep on playing, Brooks. Okay, 2 players here. All the balls here, boys. 2 players here. Ace, let's have a player on the orange. Christian, you're on that side. Mason, you're over here. Tucker, we'll put a target on. There we go. So Caleb, go behind Tucker. Receive the ball. Go behind Tucker. Joey, sorry, my fault. Sorry, Joey. Ace. There we go, here. Perfect. You guys got it? So what you're going to do, you pass it to Ace. Ace dribbles up. Joey, after you're done, pass through the yellow cone. After you're done, you come back. Pass. Make sense? You just basically follow your pass each time. Make sense? You got to play. Let's go. Here we go. Looks like you've got to stay in your zone. Find the ball. Joey, how can you move, buddy? How can you move to find the ball? Tucker, where can we score? There we go, Tucker. Love it, Tucker. Yes, try to score across that line. Can we score? Good. Next one. Here we go, Case. Next one. Pass, good. Boys, hold it. Hey, next one in. So redo. So Tucker, come back into your zone. Joey, start again now. Joey, start over there. You do a good job. You're in your zone. And you come out with a go. There we go. Who was here? Case, come back here. Are you passing? How can you move? Good, I like it. You'll take Ace's spot afterwards. Good. Next one, here we go. Ace, now you jog back. Now you start again. Can we do this? Mateo. Hey, can we dribble across? Come on, dribble across the score. Play. Ace, let's play. Here we go. Get that ball moving quicker. Come on, Cheeser, at speed. Come on, at speed. How can we find it, Caleb? Yes, I love it. Good score. No, next one. Here we go. Jog it back. Good. There we go. Ace, just play again. You guys got the wrong rotation here. Play again. Here we go. Play. Good. Dribble. Cheeser, wait. Can you move to receive the ball? Go score, Tucker. Yes, go score. Dribble across. Yes, point, Tucker. Good. Next one. Okay, here we go. Where can we move? Where can we move? Now out, boys, out. Boys, this is in line. Next one.
Tucker row.
Yeah,
Tucker. Go back. Do it again.
Yeah, fight. Good touch. There we go. Just fight. Good, Mateo. Here we go, Mateo. Can win the ball. Score now, Mateo. How can we score? Yes, we score. Good. Yeah, keep on playing. Keep on playing. Find Kristen in front. Yes. Just have to dribble across. Go. Move. Go, Mateo. Go. Win it back. Good. All right, hold it there. Hold it there. Brooks. What was Mateo? Some ace. Switch to Tucker. Switch there. Boys, just watch it. Yeah, Tucker. Switch your target.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys watch. That group, watch. Hold on. Out. Boys, think about how to pass the ball to start with. Okay, what part of the foot do you use? Inside, for the middle of the ball. How are we turning our body? Think about the weekend. Where do I want to be facing? Forward. Where do I want this pass? What foot? What foot? The furthest forward, right? Furthest foot forward, so pass the ball. Redo. And again. The easy pass, inside foot. Push through the ball, good. Now, am I walking right now? No! Dribble! As you can, dribble up. Now, how can this player receive the ball? Out, oh, pass again. Good, understand? Easy as that. This should be simple. So I want to see good passes. Receive the ball forward. Dribble. The player receive the ball has to do what? You have to score, but how do you receive the ball, Mateo? What do you have to do? Move to try and receive the ball. You guys ready? Play. Move, go quicker. Go, Carson, quicker. Dribble. Come on, quicker. Go, Mateo. Receive the ball. Go, Brooks. Go, scores. Good. All right, next one. Here we go. Next. When two's ready. Here we go. Good. Go, dribble, Tucker. How can we move, Joe? Yes, I like it. Can we score now? When two's ready. Good. Next. Here we go. Ace, come back. Tucker, drop off a little bit more. Good. Pass that ball before the zone. Good. Well done. Can we score, Mateo? Brooks. Make sure you recover back in though, right? G-Tuck, let's go. Come on. Tucker, where can we move? Yes, Tucker, I love it. Tucker, you try to score in the yellow goal. Yeah, speed. Find that pass. Yes, love it, Christian. Can we score? Next one. Fire a pass. Quicker. Here we go. Yes, Gita, well done. Ace, come back. Let's see, good pass. Good, well done. Here we go. Now speed. Good, next one, here we go. Inside foot. Here we go. Carson, where can we move to receive it? Carson? Yeah, well done. Can we score? No, out. Next, Ace. And hold it. Who has to be defending yet? Jeter, toy with Ace. Christian, toy with Brooks. Okay, new rule. You guys ready? New rule. If the attacking team, which is 9 targets, you guys are in green. If you don't score, that's 1 point for the defenders. Make sense? The attackers, if you score, that's worth 1. Defenders, if you win the ball and dribble across the line, that's worth 3. Losing team, 20 push-ups. Are you ready? Should we start here? Start here. Start here. Start here. Defenders, you can't leave. Hold on. Defenders, you can't leave your zone until they pass the ball. That makes sense? Good passes. Nice and sharp. Ready, fight. Go, Christian. Go. 2 or 3. Yeah, oh no, play. Go, Christian, recover. Go on, speed. Where can we move to receive it? You find that pass. Go on, Jesus. Go, score now, Jesus. Score. Go, Jesus. Go on, and again. Up. Play. Play. Give me score, Green. Next one, next one. That's it, good. Forward. Where can we move? Wait, boys, wait. Cheetah, need the soccer balls. We've got plenty. We'll do it. Sorry, no. There we go. Yeah, Cheetah, come on, let's go. There we go. No. Where can we move? Yeah, next one, here we go. Yeah, like it. Dribble. Yeah, can we find that pass, Ace? Can we find that pass? Yes, Ace, love it. Can we score, Case? Can we score? Oh, don't take that touch away. Hold on. Let's go.
Kick that out.
To the side. Where can we move, Brooks? Speed Mattel. Yeah, I like it. Take him on, Brooks. Skills. Yes, Brooks. We score. Yes, 1-0. Who's next? What's going on?
Oh, Ace. Did you pass the ball last time?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Ace, go now. Go. Hey, go back. Yeah, so you can pass it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Look forward. Where can we move, Ace? Come on, Dick. You got jog. Don't worry about the ball. Play. Yeah, like the pass. Good stuff. Speed. Where can we move? Come on, where can we move to receive the ball? Go, win it. Go. Christian, go. We score. 3 points. No. 3 points. You're out. You're not even in the exercise. 3 points, Christian. 1 down. Hold it there, boys. Let's get all the balls in. Let's go. Get all the balls first. Switch, who has to be defender, switch. Ten seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Balls in, 1 up. What's the scores here? 3-1? 20 push-ups, green. Christian, yours on the yellow, so right, yeah. What's the score here? 10 push-ups each, go. And then score. Good, keep score. 10 push-ups, go, G. Down you go. 10. There's a tie here. You guys lost. Christian's got the 3. Brooks, go on the other side.
But even the people in green? Like in the target?
Hold on. Who's my forward?
So
Go on the other side.
why
Go
would he be
on the other side.
pushing?
Okay, now here we go.
Just missing.
New rule. Wait. New rule. Now. All back and switch. Once the ball is played, the defender, you pressure straight away. Pressure straight away now. Understand? Once that ball's played,
Pressure.
zone's gone, pressure straight away. You understand? The forward player. Question for you. Forwards. How can you receive the ball? Front. How can you receive the ball? How? What do you have to do? Move. You have to stay behind the defender? No. You move right to the side. How do you receive the ball? You can receive the ball like this. Or what? What's this? Sideways on so you can face forward. Love it. Ready? See Mateo. Ready? Wait. Now you can step up. Go, step. Here we go. Yes, I love it, Hawks. Point for you, Hawks, because they didn't score. That's the rules now. You got it? If you don't receive the ball, group, then just keep on rotating. Ready? Play. Come on, here we go. No. Redo. Boys, play. Redo. Let's go. Good passes. Here we go. How can you find the ball? Out, Mateo. Point, back. Let's go. Back, let's go. Go, pass it back. Really? Now again. Lead the ball! You don't have here. Boys, what are you telling them? You have to stand still. Just like this. Camera's teeth the ball. Let's see, show me. Go towards it. There we go. Look forward. Here we go. Redo, Gita, let's go, Gita. Back again.
Peter.
Go, Gita. You're turning like that.
Here, so go back to him. Go back to the film. Okay, so you start here, receive the ball. Here, yes, right here. Good. Look forward. Then now we can go down. Go. Play. Good. There we go. Forward foot low. Here we go. Play. I can move, Ace. I can move. Make sure you step towards the ball now. Jita. If he's not coming to you, keep on taking the space. Yeah, play. Here we go. I can move. Go, Chris, here we go. Play on. Can we score, Hawk? Oh, you got to dribble across, play. Dribble across, now dribble across, right? Who's the ball, boys? Let's see, hey, let's go. Yeah, play. Case, Barry trying to play. Fender, make sure we step to the ball. Can we score, Gita? Yes, next one, here we go. Right. Step. Gita, start again. You're off the field here. Yes, big pass, Brooks. Love it, we score. Yes, boys, that's the game. Yes, hot. Drop back, here we go. Boys, get a drink. Good stuff. Get a drink. All right. Stuff. Where we go here? Son? That's fine. I didn't realize you got to come here. Well, that'll be down my list. All right, organization. What do we got here?
It was good. It was everything. There was offense, defense, comes out, target, player, who's defending, just offense, defense. So it was good.
Did they understand the game to start with?
I think they were confused.
So confused, weren't they? Just confused a little bit. That's okay.
I got a question, Ryan.
Yeah.
For some time, I was talking with coaches as well. You get to separate groups, right? Sometime, every time that the good players, okay, they can do this stuff,
Yeah.
but the other group, we cannot pay attention, and
Sure.
we know about the repetition and everything.
Yeah.
What would you do about that stuff?
So this is a great question. We have this all the time, right? What are we giving up if I do 2 exercises of this? What are we giving up? So we're giving up control, maybe, or maybe some people might be messing around a little bit, or maybe they're not doing the correct pass and stuff like that we talked about, or the defender's not pushing on. Now that's what we're giving up. Okay. What are we gaining?
More repetition.
More repetition. More touches. Yeah, more touches. Right? More touches. Okay. Yeah. Do I feel that I'm not in control for sure? Yeah, that was tough, right? It's hard to do that stuff as well, right? Especially this is a new exercise for them. This is a new team for myself as well, so sometimes I don't even know their names still, right? Get Caleb and Joey. I still don't know, right? I'm just guessing every time. But what we're putting on is like just repetition all the time, so they're not just standing still. Maybe they aren't passing it properly every time, but like there's just more of it, repetition, game-like situations all the time. Right, but it's a great question. Now, if I had, you'll see what happens in the next exercise and what that looks like as well. But yeah, just again, that was just the first phase of it as well, just to get their idea. Yeah, that's a good point. But I'd challenge you as a coach to put on 2 exercises and see that, right? It only take, like say, if you've never done it before, it might be hard to start with. And say, from the parents' point of view, this group's, I'm over here talking to someone when this group's messing around or not doing it properly. Well, I'll still look over on occasion to figure that out. Like I was on this side and then on this side as well. But great question, right?
Another question, like, would this be? It's like depending on the skill level of your player, because this would have been a really good exercise for, more of a higher level player, because they could get it, and you could run to, and you don't necessarily have to be in the middle. You can kind of watch from the side, from the top.
Yeah.
But for maybe like a lower level player, it might be a little bit harder because then you have to kind of be in it direct. How could you have adjusted it if it's a lower level player?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's good. So now we go into maybe the challenge part, right? So to start with, what happens? So the defender's in the zone, okay. All we're asking is one pass, okay. One pass to start with, okay. So if they're lower level, again, I was kind of talking about that a lot. And that's fine. That's the technical part of the game, right? I'm teaching technique in a game-like situation. Then all they have to do is dribble and then find that pass to that one player. Okay, so it's kind of like 2 passes. Receive the ball, 2 passes. And then eventually I got to, what did I change for the challenge part? The defender can do what?
Score.
The defender can come out straight away. All right, so maybe if you have a lower level, maybe I don't have that. Okay, maybe I don't have that. And there's different, in that activity I could have moved it on based on what I saw. I just moved it on one, right? So that was just one of them. The second one would be maybe, hey, there's a 2v1 now. Okay, there's another defender on the other side. Okay, which you'll see in the next one. So yeah, there's different kind of parts to it. Which I could have probably just stayed. I could probably just stay in the zone, the defender. That's it. I could have, right, based on the level. But you want to, okay, if you have a player that can do it, get to the highest level in your session rather than, okay, that player's struggling, all right? But if the player's struggling, at least he should be able to at least pass the ball and receive and dribble at least, right? So at least that lower level's getting that one challenge. But yeah, good question. Always try to go up to the highest level player if you can. That makes sense. Okay, game-like? Who had game-like? Mandy? Why is it game-like?
Lots of movement.
Lots of
No one's
movement.
really standing still except for like the initial passing. Lots of pressure, especially when the defenders start coming forward.
So yeah, that's good stuff. So when we say game-like as well, how could the forwards, the attacker team score? How could they score?
Pass it to the
pass the forward, and then the forward goes into
levels.
2-1s. Now, how can the defender score?
Dribbling across.
Dribble across. Okay, so again, you have attack, defense, transition, both periods. Right, both periods. So that's important to make every exercise you have like game-like. Do you have an attack, defending, and transition? And all, like those three elements, because that's game-like. Right? So if you don't, like, how can you adjust it? You know, would it have sucked for the defender if they just had to stand there and just kick the ball out afterwards? Well, that's not game, right? You don't want your defenders just to win the ball. As soon as the defenders win the ball, now they're attackers. Hey, how can they score? Again, you could have adjusted. Maybe the forwards dribble across the line. Maybe there's a big goal. You know, maybe the defenders have a couple of cones on this side as well. So there's all sorts of ways you can manipulate to make it game-like as well. Okay, so it's important. Think about the 77 game as well, because I know there's a U8, but they play 77. And the training session goal. So, what do you think my training session goal is?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, what do you think it is? Even though
this session.
Yeah. So even though we're on like the attacking half, think about the zone. What does the zone represent? What could it represent? Build out line. Yeah, build out line basically. So how many times you take a goal kick, and then that forward's coming, right? And then what we're teaching? We're teaching a player just to move to receive the ball. That's it. That was basically like the goalkeeper here. Defender receives the ball. Okay, how can the outside mid move? How can the centre mid move? So it kind of relates to the actual game itself. And again, that's just the lower numbers. Obviously, you want to build up your training session, you know, maybe 4 or 5 times, or 4 times in 2 weeks, so you can build the numbers. Because it's basically 1v1s, 2v1s eventually as well. Cool. So it's game like. So we talk about repetition. So a lot. How many touches do you think the boys have done? Like how many? I think was it 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes? How many one individual player? Yeah. Every player, right? How many passes? Yeah, every time. Rotating the defenders as well. Yeah. I could have rotated a little bit more, maybe after 4 or 5, but it's okay. I mean, they're doing all right. Coaching now. Coaching points really important. So
good example in the beginning, how you kept everybody on the same side while you showed everybody what to do, so that way it's not, I mean, you're still getting what you need, the people that are working, but also it's like taking time for the kids to see, okay, this is how it works as I go over to the other side too.
Sure. Yeah, and you know, sometimes I do it both ways. If I'm more comfortable with a group, I'd probably set that group up here and then set that group up and say, hey, watch here. Okay, just because it's a new group, I've decided, hey, you guys stay here and just watch to start with. But think about the time of it though. How long did it take?
15 minutes.
Not very long. Okay. If they didn't understand, I'll fix it afterwards. Right? So we're not kind of talking for like 2 or 3 minutes. I was just like, stand here, balls here, done. Do 1 or 2 repetitions, rotations, and go from there. Okay, and then the other group come over here, stand here, done. All right, so that's more of the organisation, but coaching. What other coaching stuff?
Yeah, I think your most effective coaching is when you have a drill that just brings out what you want to bring out. You don't have to say as much, right? So I think this translates across many ages, and it's effective with young ones that you really can't speak. You can't talk, like soccer language with them. You can't say, okay, defender, you're the 6. You're trying to screen the 9.
Right.
The 9's in behind. The 6 is the defender in front trying to block that player behind them. You're not going to use that terminology, but you could also go up to older age groups and still use a drill like this and just be more specific as far as the roles of each individual. But here it's just, they have to figure it out, based on the grid and based on the movement of the player. When to dribble, when to pass is big time at this age. So, but it's all just incorporated. So, got way up all of me.
Absolutely.
But no, a drill that you don't have to say as much. It just runs itself. That's the best.
Sure. So yeah, think about the types of coaching then, like the moments when it happens. So think about moments. When will the coaching occur?
When they're trying to send the pass out wide, you're showing them how to make the pass, how to receive it.
So demonstration, right? So demonstration like that inside foot. Yeah. That's a technical point. There's a lot of technical points on it, right? Even though it is game-like. So maybe it's a natural stoppage. Ball went out or the player's recovering in, so that's a natural stoppage. Speaking to a player, or like, did I freeze? I don't think I Did I freeze it once?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't freeze it once, right? It was just natural stoppage in the flow of the activity, just kind of talking over the players. Natural stoppage in the flow.
You actually made a change as they were playing, which was actually a smooth transition. So you actually adjusted your defender. You had him before he actually stood back.
Oh yeah, the challenge.
The challenge.
Yeah, that was a challenge.
You actually added the challenge without stopping the play. You just told him, hey, now you can go and get the ball. And so at that time, you can actually stop the play, and that was actually a very smooth transition to the next challenge. So that was really good.
Added the point system to it, also made it a little bit more competitive, so that way you don't really have to be there coaching. They kind of want it to happen. They want it to go quick. It needs to be my turn so I can gain the points.
Competitive. Competitive element to always, right? Competitive element always. So think about the coaching points. Basically was, I wanted to get the pass right, a proper pass. All right, think about what do I tell the player receiving the ball?
Open your
facing forward. Hey, pass to that leading foot. All right, if it's a too slow a pass, hey, redo. I talked to the individual a couple of times with Teo. He can pass the ball. It's too slow, right? So I talked to the individual whilst that game's going on, and I think it was a natural stoppage or a natural in the flow. But I talked to him a couple of times because he passed it behind him. Well, we don't want that. You don't want to stop it all the time so it doesn't flow so much. But you can talk to that individual player. Again, that natural stoppage, getting the balls back. Obviously, talking over the whole group of, hey, how do we receive the ball? What do we have to do? What types of passing? Probably could think about one of the coaching points is getting their head up before that individual passes as well. Again, all I have 2 guided questions. What do you think the guided questions would be? Based on what you see? I have 3 guided questions.
What are they trying to achieve out of it?
So one of my guided questions is how can you receive the ball? So again, you can write your guided questions and your coaching points, but then so it's whatever you see out here, right? So how can you receive the ball? So basically what I said with the receiver, right? Open your body. Where can you move to receive the ball? Movement, right? So that one player. Okay, so now we've got the technical aspect down. How can that one player move to receive the ball? Basic stuff, right? So it's just kind of like, then how can you add on to that? What do you have to do? My third guided question: what do you have to do before you pass the ball? So that's obviously getting that look up, right? Look up before you pass the ball. So a lot of kids will just be looking down. So no, this isn't rocket science, but that's my preparation for that. And then obviously the technical points during the actual session. Okay. What else? Anything else? Oh yeah, we missed something else. What if they scored? If they scored?
No, if the defender scored, the attacker scored.
Even.
The defender scored.
I think about coaching. It's really important because if someone does well, positive reinforcement, right? Think about tone of voice. What happens when they score? What did I say? Remember? Yeah, who scored down there? What did you say? Points. In an English accent. Points. Yeah, it's raise that level up. That's what you're trying to achieve. So it's important for the kids to know that. All right, I'm going to transition. So again, a normal training session, I'll transition straight away. I'll have kids pick up the coach. So we'll go into the next one. We probably won't get to the play phase, but it's okay. All right, next one.
how do they decide that? Like, is it just coach whatever they do?
There we go, Case. That's good. Case. Good. Just the big pink nose, I said. That's all right.
We're the ball keepers. The balls are hurt. The balls are sheep. Pretend like they're valuable sheep. What does that mean? I heard that YouTube. What? He said that, not me. We're pretending like these are valuable sheep. I let them out. They're hurt. Enough to let them out. In a field dog.
That's right.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Yeah, up. Sounds good. Up, Joey.
We're the sheep
Joey, stand up, buddy.
We're the sheep
Right, Stats, you ready?
They're valuable sheep.
All right, boys, you ready? So ball starts with Mateo. So here's the game. Receive the ball here. What do you have to do before he passes the ball? Where can we move? Move here, towards it. Okay, where are we facing? Forward, good. So, pass the ball in. Good. So now I'm dribbling. Jeter in the zone, right? In the zone. You're trying to stop the ball. Now, Brooks, where can you move to receive it? I love it. Hold it there. Now, Christian, remember you're off the field to start with. Now, as soon as I pass the ball, come in. So one defender comes in. Got it. So you have to stay in the zone. You've got to stay in the zone. Okay, I come in. Brooks. Now is now you can either dribble or pass to Jeter. Now we're going this way. Now you've got an open goal to score it. Alright, that makes sense? So 2v1, the defenders win the ball, steal it, you can join in, but Jeter, you can't go past this line to stop it. Make sense? Okay, pass the ball to Mateo. So you guys got to stay in this line. Okay, you guys stay in this line. So once you're done, you just go to that line. Mateo. Once you pass, you come to this post. Make sense? You guys are just rotating. Chris, come on this side. Christian, come on this side. Jeter, you know where your zone is? This line to the yellow line. Ready, play. Good, here we go. Good, so dribble up. How can you find Brooks? How can you find Brooks with a pass? Yeah, I like it. Join in. Carson, join in. Join in, Carson. 2 versus 1. 2 versus 1. Yes, I love it. Good score. Go, steal the ball. Can we score, Brooks? Find that pass. Yes, can we score, Jeter? Oh, 1-0. Next one, here we go. Play, Brooks, stay up. Play. Oh, Fraze. How do we pass the ball? Show me. Not like that, right? Go back to the orange. Go. Show me a good pass. There we go, play. Go, here we go. How can we find Brooks? Take a dribble. Oh, I love that pass. Oh, too much though. Hey, we could dribble up a little bit more. Next one. Carson, play. Brooks, lead the ball. Play, Brooks. Lead the ball. Brooks, go. Play. go. Next one.
That one out.
Yeah, stay up.
Gonna be keeper.
There you go. Pass the ball. Next. So how do you find the ball? Here you go. How do you find it? How do you find that pass? Yes, love it. Join in. Come on, join in. Score. You score, Christian. Oh, come on. Hey, Chris. Pass the ball in. Next one. Pass, Carson. There we go. Freeze. What do we want to do here? We want to do what? Where do we dribble? The goal was there. Yeah. Either side, right? You just blocking you. So Christian goes here. Where'd you go, Ace? There we go. If he goes there, where can you go? Good. Now, hey, he has to stay in the zone. So where can you dribble up to? Where can you dribble up to? No. Pass. Here you go. Dribble all the way up to. Join in. Love it. Join in now. Go, Pace. Join in. Pace. 2 versus 1. Yeah, kill play. Go on, 2 for 2. Good. Next one. Here we go. Pace, boys. As soon as you pass the ball, how can you help your teammate? Next one. Pass. Firmer, Casey. Firmer pass. Here you go. Play. No. Freeze. Hey. Bender. You can only come off that when he passes. So go back in. Stay there. Come back.
They switch off.
They're ready. Play. Yes, head up. Now you got to head up. Score. Score, Christian. Oh, love it. Next one. Yeah, play. Dribble. Pass. Hey, so inside foot pass, right? Inside foot pass. And hold it there. What's the score here? Green team, give me 20 push-ups. Green team, 20 push-ups. Green team. Yellow, give yourself a high five. Right, Zita, switch with Casey. Christian, Carson. Going.
He's still going. Good for him. That was a real question.
That's a flat.
This is all fun. This is
Look how flat this is, dude.
Mateo. Switch over here.
U.S. soccer.
Let's do Gita. Over here. Gita over here. No, you're good. Yeah, actually, you want to go? Stop it. Go. Yeah, switch goalkeepers. Boys, hey, as soon as you pass the ball, how can you help Mateo? Or the ball, how can you help him? Tucker, yeah, you go with Christian, Tucker. Ready, here we go. Christian, play. I need to see more goals here. Here we go, touch. No, you drop it, just we can start with. Mateo, how can you move? How can you move to find the ball? Come on, Pace, win it back. Win it back. Yeah, win it back. Casey.
Get about Tucker.
Hey, you gotta stay in your zone, remember? Stay in your zone. Go, bro, so we find Casey with a pass. Mateo with the ball, come on. 2 versus 1 now.
Yes.
Can we score? How can we score? Yes, good. Next one, next. Come back, Mateo, be ready, Mateo. Go, dribble. Mateo, how can you find the ball? Can you find that pass, Christian? Yes, join in, Christian. Back to where we were. Can we get a finish?
Whoa.
Yes, we get a finish. Let's go. Next. We go.
He's out for vengeance.
Yes, Mateo, how can you find the ball? How can you find the ball? Find the pass, Tucker. Next one, next. Hold it. Jesus. Here we go. Christian, play. Yeah, read it. You need to take it. Good. Here we go. Look up. Happy move, Tita. Happy move, Tita. Good. Join in. Carson. Come back here, buddy. Go.
I need sunlight. Iron paleness is coming in. So many people are just stopping.
Boys, these are rotating there. Tucker, go over there. Ace, go on that side as well. Yeah, play, Tucker.
I passed
There we
the
go.
ball.
Carson, trying to block the ball. There we go, good. Happy move, Tita. Funny ass. Go in. Who's open, Tita? Good pass, good score. Oh, what a go, boys. Love it. Next, let's go. Yes, Tita, come on. Carson, trying to block the pass. Here we go. Good. Yes, Tucker, great look. Love it. Good. Who's open, Tita? Who's open? Oh, what a finish. Next one, here we go. Pass, trying to block it. Tita. Yeah, play, here we go. Good, Tita, well done. Look up, Ace, look up. Oh, love it. Join in. Good, who's open, Tita? Oh, love it. We're gonna finish. Help him again. Good. Yeah, finish. Oh, follow. Right, next. Pass. Block the pass if we can. On speed. Yeah, join in. Join in, look up. Yeah, follow, finish. Oh, like it. Tita, come on. Yeah, Mark, go with Ace. Alright, here we go. Now, as soon as he passes the ball, the zone disappears. Makes sense? So you can come out the zone now. Come out the zone. You can go anywhere. As soon as he passes the ball, the zone disappears. Make sense?
I hate the bouncing.
Right away.
Wow!
Ready? Play. Good. Ace, you stay, Ace. Yeah, join in. Yeah, finish. Tackle.
How many was in your class?
Like 5.
Score. Yeah, score. Ace. Good. Next one. Here we go. Okay. Play. Go.
Me, 3.
I like it. Pass it. Yeah, hold on.
It's terrifying. Yeah, 8.
Hold on, Chris. Pass. No, back. Go back. How do we pass? No, go back. How do we pass the ball? Hey, what foot do we need to pass? Go back to the what foot do we need to pass? Hey, look, here. Your body, what foot? That's my right. Hey, the one's firmest forward, right? Lead him. Drop back, hop, go. Here, go. Drop back, smash. Good, now play, good. Move it down, have to find the ball. Find that pass. Pass before. There we go, good. Finish. Alright, keep it back. Yes, there it is. Here we go, talk it back. Oh, you got it. Ready, play. Good, like it. Touch, yes, good touch. Move it out. Find that pass, boys, before you go across the line. Good,
He's
go,
making
keep
me
going now.
so bad.
5 seconds.
I just start
4, 3, 2,
running.
1. Here we go. Next one. Hold it.
He's doing
Can't even imagine trying to do that.
Hold it there. Tucker.
Ever since I
Is it Joe?
That was hot.
Ace. Ace.
What's she doing over there? I was like, oh.
And then I had to go to the bathroom, so I went. And then I get back, he's like, Jamie, you have to leave. Yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah. I stopped running at 1. And then I'm like, Frank, what is telling you? You're ahead of schedule, so you're behind. You gotta go to do it again. And then that's when I honestly kind of, I should have gone. I would have done the time lapse.
But their stuff is not that bad.
Oh, I'm thinking behind it.
That one circle thing we
We
did.
run.
Yeah, that wasn't that
See
bad.
how many ones that
Yeah, we wouldn't get caught.
Next one, boys. Do better. Good stuff. All right, this time, you guys got to play. This player joins in now. Okay, so play in. Join in. Okay, this player comes out. Okay, hold it. Hold it. As soon as they play, that's when we come out as well. So as soon as he plays that ball, you guys come out. 3 versus 2. All right, play for 5 minutes. Losing team, what are you going to do? You ready? Fight! Score, come on, score! Score, come on! Yes, Douglas, can we score? Go, fight for it! Join in, buddy. Go, come on, punish it, finish it. Go, Carson, love it. Yes, Carson. You gotta finish now. Oh, no, finish. Yes. There it is, next one. 1-0, next one, play. Play, here we go, pick up. Yes, love it.
Yeah. The iPad Pro. Yeah, nonstop. I do all of my notes on like genetics. So I just download the slides and then on the slides.
So you can put a keyboard here on this.
Yeah. A lot of people will make like this their actual computer, but I had a computer, so. But then I got this for.
Bye, Joy.
All right. So obviously, went over the time. Sorry. So, time management. You guys get the idea. All right. What do we got here? Organization.
Yeah, it was organized. I mean, at first, I think like not that long. I mean, you saw it towards the end of the first part of that. They were getting across, they were getting the ball to him, and then going and adding a second defender as well.
So think about like this is a normal session, right? So I don't know if I've talked to you guys. Think about the transition from the first phase to that second one. How was the transition?
Because right there after the technical part, 1v1, and right here the 2v2. I like it.
But what was the think about the organization? What was the transition? That's it. That's what it was. That's what it was.
You pre-set it up already.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I set everything up, right? So I basically went from, again, we'd have finished with like a game. Like, this has just been a game, right? So that things were already done. So that was my next play phase at the end. Yeah, so can you think about like how you end a session? Put all your cones on to start with. Might look like a landing strip. That's a joke in the coaching world, right? All these cones down looks like a landing strip. What's important as well with the cones? I think let's go into more detail. Do you know? Colours of the cones. You know the colours. What the colours do I ask them to pick up? Pink.
The big pink
pick up all the
ones.
pink cone.
Big pink
Then I
ones.
asked Christian, big pink, right? Yeah, big pink. But I had a couple of that was probably my mistake, right? They picked up the little pink. And then I asked Christian, hey, pick up the big yellow cones that we use for the goals. That's it. So we'll just pick up that, and then we'll just come straight back into it. Again, it's just the time of it, right? Just hey, it should take 1 or 2 minutes. Put all the balls over here, done. Organize, all that good stuff. So that's again, organization, all part of the session. Good. Repetition. Who had repetition?
Was good. I had.
Yeah, repetition.
I think it was good. Why did you decide to just have one instead of two? Like, because they were only doing at first they were doing like one pass, two defenders and then one player, and then you have to figure out kind of waiting. Why did you decide to do that? Or is it a specific reason that you decided to do it as one field instead of two fields?
Oh, I see what you said. Well, I think about numbers. So what I want to basically the transition from the first two to that one. What's the difference?
Added a couple more players being active.
Yeah, that's why, because I want to go bigger numbers. That's a bigger number. So I couldn't go. If I did 2 sessions, I couldn't have gone to the 3v2 at the end.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
So you were already thinking into the bigger.
Yeah. Well, why did I start? Yeah, good question as well. Why did I start basically similar to what we finished? Why did I start like that? Easy progression. Yeah, easy progression kid. So it's basically exactly the same exercise. Okay, then as we got going, okay, now let's. Oh, you can join in now. Oh no, that defender can only stay. Oh, now you can leave that zone. The zone disappears when that ball's gone. Or that defender, as soon as they've made that pass, that defender comes out now, rather than you can only move until. So yeah, it's like that end goal in mind and that quicker transition. So basically, it's organisation again, really.
I mean, you can overthink it and try to create 2 groups, but then you have a group where the numbers really aren't quite there, and they're waiting around anyway because they're having to move from one cone to the next when they're rotating, and they're waiting for that play. Does that make sense? You can kind of overkill if you think everybody needs to be active. But I didn't think there was too much waiting around.
Yeah, that's how it's going to rotate people. Plus, we went to the big goal as well. Yeah, so when you go to the big goal, you try to make it as realistic as possible. Just adding that goal, that fun element as well. But yeah, good questions. I mean, think about that your own sessions as well. Like, how do you want to prepare and organise? Again, I thought it went. The organisation went pretty well, considering that's my they've never done that session before. Right? My goal before this was I'll do this session before, and then I'll put it on for you guys, right? So maybe I get that transition, but organisation was okay. Right? But again, that's preparation, right? So as a coach, it's preparation, like thinking about all those stuff before. Okay, how do you progress? How does that look? Putting those cone downs. So yeah, coaching a training session is more than just the coaching aspect of it. Yeah, it's that organisation part. Because organisation gives you what? This is what I always say. What does it give you? Confidence, sure. What else? Freedom. Because what's the most important? So I say that. So what's the most important part of the session? What should it be? How do kids learn? Playing, right? So the coaching part. So I've got that. That's why I gave you that sheet. So you obviously have organisation, repetition, challenge, game like. So yeah, those are important. The most important should be the coaching. So if my organisation's not right, what's going to happen?
You're going to spend
I'm going to lose like 10 minutes. I could lose 10 minutes in an hour, 15-minute training session because my organisation's maybe not there and I'm not, or it's taking too long and stuff
even
like
how
that.
you use the field lines. Like your width was the edge of the 18.
Yep.
Because even with kids, kind of learning the field, learning which box is a 18, which box is a 6, you might be explaining that to them as you explain the organization of it. But being able to use those lines makes things go faster too.
Absolutely.
I think one way the club can probably help sometimes is all fields are different dimensions. But y'all could say, okay, from this side of the 18 to that side of the 18, it's this many yards.
Sure.
So you're playing a session. You're like, oh, okay, I'm going to divide this in half, and then my next progression will be pull cones out of the middle, and I have the right width I want.
Sure.
That could be something that I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, lines obviously is a lot easier for my. Well, like I say, what do I have? I've got the dimensions on here just in case. An idea as well. Sometimes I come out here and I'm like, yeah, might be a bit small. It depends on the kids for sure. So we got organisation, repetition. We talked about it. Give reps. They pretty much everyone changed rounds. How many times I changed keeper? Like 3 times.
Three.
Yeah, 3 times. It's not bad. 15 minutes. So it's sharper. Yeah, that exercise honestly you can go for longer. You can transition to 3v3, 4v3. You can do anything with that sort of exercise. Challenge. Think about how I changed it, because the first part, what happened in the first part? It's really important. This is really important. Think about when we first started. What did I say to Tucker? Goalkeeper. Tucker was a goalkeeper. The first part.
Oh, he didn't touch it once.
Didn't touch it. So what's happened?
Too hard.
It wasn't too hard. The activity wasn't too hard. Think about the players. The level of the players. Think about the level. Do you think there was a wide level of players? Yeah, sure. And who was attacking to start with?
Sorry?
Who was attacking to start with?
Right.
The lowest level players.
Success.
The lowest level players.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, a couple of them probably shouldn't be in this crew, right? So they're the lowest level. It was breaking down and breaking down. Okay, so it probably took me about 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, okay, let's change it a little bit. And I knew it was going to be successful afterwards, because what do I do with the lower level players? I put them defense. So think about that. Yeah, because so it was bad at the start. Right? I'm still trying to coach the lower level players. Like, you can see me, I was still being demanding, right?
It was mostly because you didn't know the kids. Otherwise, you would just right
I
away.
just
Put it.
Yeah, but like I was still demanding with the lower level kids. But then it's like, okay, eventually you've got to rotate. So then the second rotation, it was like the totally complete opposite, and I was scoring all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Third one, then I mix it up. Right? Then I mix it up to make it a challenge for the high level players, so that the high level players aren't just playing with each other. Okay, so it's important to understand that and how you can push your players in your actual training session as well. Okay, so different ways to work your better players to help your lower level players as well. But yeah, we still have to be as demanding as possible. So that's the challenge part of it. Coaching now.
It's good. It was game-like. It was a game situation. It was attacking the goal. Had defenders, had attackers.
Yeah.
It was giving the attackers the benefit. It was basically made for the attackers to score and the defender to disrupt it. Not so much. You were not looking for the defender to score the goals. More so, it was set up for attacking. So that's good. Again, like something like that where you're using the whole field to actually I don't know how far over you went, but using the whole field like that, it's again, you know, as they get on the field when they have a game, they start to see different things like, okay, this is how we set up last practice and stuff like that.
So yeah, talking about, you know, dimensions, developmentally appropriate, given what they're going to use on the weekend, right? So the width of, like Simon said, the width of the 18. Was there much different in the coaching from the first phase to the second? What did I add?
You had to freeze a couple times.
I had more freezes, right? I had more freezes in that one just because maybe it was breaking down or I really highlighted what I want, right? And then standards, honestly, right? They say, yeah, you don't want to freeze too much, but if they're passing the ball, what do you want? Do it properly, right? So that, to me, that's just standards. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 minutes and it's just wasting the session. Oh, the standard's got to be high. I mean, if they're flicking the ball up or just toe poking it, that's not what you want. So it's just like, well, how about get the right standards? Hey, firm passes. And I was kind of talking to that one a lot, right? Just that simple pass. Again, it's teaching technique in that game situation, right? Game situation. Teaching in the flow, over the session, actual stoppages in that right moment. Think about my third guided question. What was my third guided question? Do you remember? When just before the play. Say again?
Movement.
No, what movement? It was when the player had, before the player passed the ball. It was Caleb or, say again?
Oh, like the receiving player?
Yeah, the player received the ball, he's dribbling forward. What do I say to that player? Yeah, look up. Right, so I kind of just added that into that, but then it was the same as my first one. So I don't have too many coach points. I mean, when you have an hour 15 session, you want to do like, again, I was guilty of this as well in my younger years, it's like coaching everything all the time. But I was kind of really just highlighting 2 or 3 aspects, that's it. Right? And then we're just progressing it through that hour 15 or however long you do. That's it. Positive reinforcement.
Well, I like how you injected yourself and scored a goal.
I needed to finish it up because we was going to run out of time. So I knew a lot of them had to go to basketball as well. Right? But yeah, I mean, just like I say, just the energy. I think energy is really important. You know, being your own coach, you know, having your own personality out there as well. You know, energetic. If they score a goal, celebrate with them. You know, just be nice and positive. I mean, a couple of times, if it's either Caleb or Joe, I can't remember. I mean, so the first part, it was just, you know, he was passing right at the start, right? And he wasn't like looking up, he wasn't dribbling forward. And then he started to do it nearly every time. He was looking for that forward pass every time. So I was like, yeah, well done, yes. Can't remember his name, but I can still be as positive as possible, right? So that positive reinforcement is really important for kids because, you know, you can't just be.
Well, they started celebrating.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and the energy got up, and it's just like, you know, that's a game. It's a game of soccer. What else? Anything else? Any other questions?
I have never seen you, Ryan, for example, to make the players to do pushes, and I watched you today. And
what's the reason?
Yeah, I mean, stay or they lost.
They lost.
That was
Talked
good.
about the start.
I have never asked you that.
Competitiveness in that training session. How to make a competitive environment. But do you think the players still had fun though?
Yeah.
It's like that fun and competitive environment. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right? So every time. Hey, last one in. You know what I mean? Like if no one had to leave, I'd say, hey, pick up my cones, you have a minute, put it in my bag, like, zip it up. If not, everyone does push-ups. You know? And it's not much for the kids, they can't really do push-ups, it's not too hard of them. Or like knees up, knees to chest. Like, yeah, everything's a competition. Everything's a competition, right? And that's how you kind of create, and again, that goes back to just, again, this is kind of maybe a broader topic, culture, right? Culture. If you don't have that in your training sessions, like, you know, you get on the weekend, things become a little bit tough for the kids. It's you lose it. You know what I'm saying? So how do you build that culture in your training session environment? Yeah, everything. All this.
I think the praising and encouragement goes a long way with competitiveness because you all know, like, when you have a team, you have weaker players, and we all tend to focus on those better players, like praising and encouraging. But you got to find things, even in the ones that aren't as developed, to praise and encourage because they need it too, and it will kind of inspire them or might make them more competitive and want to compete more, and especially with young ones.
Yeah,
I mean, really with young kids.
Was there an example of that in this last exercise?
Yeah.
I remember one. Do you remember? Who was it?
Not
Remember his name?
Was it Burton, Joe?
Gita.
Jita. Yeah, a couple of times, yeah, because he was kind of sulking a little bit, wasn't he? I was thinking Carson. Right? Carson was probably the weakest player out here, and he dribbled a couple of people, right? And he went to goal and took a shot. I was so excited, right? I was so excited. Yes, Carson, well done, Carson. Because he was struggling to figure out what's going on half the time, right? You have to stay in the zone and pressure the ball. So, yeah, definitely. But like I say, it's trying to find that balance. Being a fun coach, but competitive as well. It's basically being demanding. But kids will like that. Kids like competition. They like to win. How can you have that in every aspect of coaching? But yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to put on today and just kind of give you some ideas. I did that session a lot last year with our rec kids. And it's, honestly, you can adapt it to older kids, younger kids, any sort of level. I love it. I mean, I took it from a training session and just been doing it last season with the rec stuff. And did it a few times with the academy. And then think about, if you're doing one training session like that, so maybe that's my first training session of the week. And then my second training session, I'll probably start with that last activity. Okay, start with that last activity. I might start with a 3v2. Okay, then I get into maybe higher numbers, building out from the back and maybe actually use, the defensive half rather than, because that looked like more the attacking half, right? But you kind of get the idea of the picture. What it was perhaps receive the ball forward, okay, look up, okay, and that player who's off the ball has to move. That's basically the whole training session today. Now, the 3v2s and then going to goal, I didn't really concentrate on that, but adding that aspect is fun. But that's what I wanted to kind of concentrate on to start with. How to build that up. That could be like maybe 4 training sessions to work on building out the back and what you want to get out of it, basically. Good. Any other questions? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys coming today, and hopefully